So in this video, assuming you don't know much about Google Ads, I'm gonna give you a rundown of what it is, how it all works, and how it can benefit you or your business. Look, you don't need to have some crazy budget, and you definitely don't need to have decades of experience to run them either. My name is Isaiah, and I've ran plenty of Google Ads accounts over time with great success. So let's get into, what are Google Ads? So imagine Google Ads like you're at the county auction and you're bidding to get your ad to show up.
Will ya give me 6? Sold to the man in the front row.
Oh yeah, baby!
That's exactly how it is, but okay, maybe not as hands-on as that, but you're bidding against other advertisers to show your ad over theirs at the top of a Google search. Bid too low and you don't show up as often, but bid too high, then you're overpaying. But here's the kicker, it's all PPC ads. Oh yeah, you probably don't know what that is. PPC stands for pay-per-click. Basically, you only pay for your ad when someone physically clicks on it. So you can show up, but if no one clicks on your ad, you don't spend a dime. Whether that's through a Google search ad, display ads, YouTube ads, or even through Gmail, all of these networks are part of the Google Ads platform. And that's the same for marketing. Tons and tons of networks like email marketing, social media, paid ads, networking, and more are all parts of growing your brand. So if you've been thinking of growing your business quicker, this is the time to take action. If you've been watching my content for a while, you know that I'm on a journey of learning everything in marketing and that I like to share it with you. So I made a 5-step marketing checklist that focuses a little bit on each platform. So if that's something that'll help you out, go check it out. Links down below. But let's move into why I think Google Ads would be beneficial to you and your business. Google Ads isn't for everybody. I completely understand. But if people can search for you or your services, then you're definitely able to use it. Trust me, but I will give you some examples. Example A. One of my clients ran a small plumbing business and got regular customers from word of mouth. But with big name competitors as his competition, it was really hard to get his name out there. So what we did was we used search ads to get his brand to appear more often and really bring in new customers he wasn't able to reach beforehand. But say you have a decent base of customers right now, but you want to start scaling. Well, we'll take my barbershop client as an example. He already had consistent customers, but he wanted to start scaling his business to open more stores and hire more barbers. Google Ads was a great way to bring in new customers and grow his business. So what's your goal? Bring in brand awareness, finally scale your business up, or just get consistent sales? Well, whether you believe it or not, Google Ads are beneficial to you. So I'm not gonna go into the specifics of every single campaign type and how to build them because that would take a really long time. But if you do wanna see some more in-depth breakdowns like that, leave a comment down below of what you'd wanna see and what'll help you. Okay, so let's break down the campaign types and how they would fit into your business. We've got good old search campaigns. These are text ads that show up through Google searches and various other search engines. Think of these as the go-tos for most businesses. Service-based businesses, e-commerce websites, nonprofits, and more can all use these. Alrighty, we'll stick with the basics and move on to video campaigns. Simple as the name, these are ads that show up in video form mainly to YouTube, but also other video platforms in Google's display network. Again, I'd really recommend these to any business, but the only thing I would make sure of is to have good performing content. You can have a great ads manager, but if your video sucks, then there's nothing else you can really do. And next off, we have shopping campaigns. Look, it's time to go shopping. And if you're an e-commerce business and sell products on your website, this is probably for you. Your products will appear at the top of Google searches when people are looking for your products, just like this. And then we've got the final 4: Demand Gen, Display Ads, App Ads, and Performance Max. So we've got Demand Gen, which is focused on showing ads to potential customers rather than people actively searching for you. And then we've got Display Ads. These are the pesky banners you see on the side of a website while you're just trying to search for a recipe for Grandma's Chicken Alfredo. And then we've got App Campaigns. Just push your app. Simple as that. Market it. And finally, the great Performance Max. Well, let me pause. I can't say great. Performance Max is Google's AI-driven system. It uses a bit of all their ads campaigns to push your business. I mean, it sounds great, right? Wrong! So wrong! I mean, it can be, but usually you need some deep history in your account and a pretty decent budget to get comfortable there. I wouldn't recommend it to a new account at least. So boom, you're a pro! Okay, maybe. At least you're learning what the heck Google Ads are and a little bit of how they work. If you want to learn some more though, check out my 5-step marketing checklist and subscribe because I plan to release more in-depth content soon, so get your ads running and quit wasting time. Peace.